Hello, hello, YouTube. You are tuned in to the Katie Talk One-on-One show. You guys make sure you hit that like button when you come in the building. I hope you all enjoy your weekend and having a great Monday. All right, so I'm gonna get off into it. If you come in and catch the replay, make sure you please share, subscribe to the channel. If you're not, I'm gonna get right off into it. Okay, so if you've seen the title, you see I'm talking about loneliness and delusion. So, um, I just feel like a lot of today's podcasts are leading people, that's men and women, leading people in the wrong direction and giving people a false sense of reality. And why I say that is two people came in mind. Two people on social media came in mind. Actually, the person I'm gonna show you first is a Share Seven. I don't know if you all are familiar with her, but she's on YouTube, and she kind of coaches and teaches her followers how to catch a rich man. Okay, so I'm gonna let you take a look at some of her talking points, and if you're interested, afterwards go and check her video out. But her name is Ashira Seven, and I'm gonna let you guys listen to this video of her opinion of what she brings to the table. Take a listen to this, and this is under fair use.
Say to them, well, here's my answer. Tell them you don't need a job. You need a man that makes enough money for the both of you. How about that? Then they feel incompetent and inadequate all of a sudden. I'm going to be reading a quote from my book, I Bring Nothing to the Table. Question: why do men make me feel inadequate and incompetent when I don't have a job? And what can I say to them? Well, here's my answer. Tell them you don't need a job. You need a man that makes enough money for the both of you. How about that? Then they feel incompetent and inadequate all of a sudden. I'm going to be reading a quote from my book, I Bring Nothing to the Table. Question: why do men make me feel inadequate and incompetent when I don't have a job?
All right, so Ashira Seven, she has a book called I Bring Nothing to the Table. So she basically promotes women to kind of like be gold diggers, okay? So a lot of women go to her channel to get advice on how to get a rich man. So she has a very big following on YouTube. You guys should check her out. She's a very beautiful woman as well. But when it comes to things like that, I wanted to show you guys some. Okay, I'm gonna get this off the screen, and I want to show you guys some real statistics dealing with people who make six figures or more, as far as dealing with a quote unquote rich man. So check this out. Okay, it says to find out more about how many people make over 100K per year, we've gathered essential facts and data. According to our extensive research, 18% of individuals in America make over 100K. Okay, so 18% is a very small percentage. So it's basically you have maybe 18,000 out of 100,000 people that actually make over 100K. So depending on what your lifestyle is, and how much money you spend, for some people 100K is actually not what we would consider rich, but only 18% of people make 100K, and you have a very big following coaching women on how to be gold diggers. I think that's a very unrealistic term, but she has a very big following, and these women really feel like if they listen to her advice that they will someday get a rich man. You can keep trying, but with only 18% out there, I don't know. And I'm pretty sure a big amount of those 18% of, I don't know how many are men or not, but I'm going to go off into this. Let me get that off. And I want to share with you something. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with Kevin Samuels. He was really big in the Minisphere. He passed away, I think it was April of 2022. Okay, so I ended up running across a video I wanted to share of his, and I want you guys to listen to what Kevin had to say. Okay, this is a video I got off of TikTok. This is fair use. Listen to this.
Be, I'll say 36, depending on the other jobs.
Black.
And how many hours were you working at this company?
Maybe I'll say 36, depending on the other jobs as well, because I was working both of them at the
Okay,
same time.
so you haven't even had a full-time job. You've never held full-time employment. So how do you go from not having full-time employment to entrepreneur? There's no free money.
Mhm.
There's no get rich quick. You need to go to McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, Burger King, uh, Big Lots, Kroger. You need to go pick up whatever job you can to work. Grab your balls and become a man. You got to get your own place, dude. Turn off YouTube. Get in the world. Because you can't. Okay, dude. No, no. You're still trying to think of ways to not do it. You want to do it. You don't want to get your hands dirty. That's what it is with a lot of you young guys. You don't want to get your hands dirty. That's hard. That sounds like work. So should I do it this way? No, you should get your ass up tomorrow and go get a job. Because you're on the channel of an image consultant, right?
Yep.
I talk about men trying to become the best version of themselves, get themselves into the top 10% of men. And dude, you haven't even got into manhood yet. Your mother needs to put you out. You're a physically healthy 25-year-old man living in your mama house. So to tell me you don't have a girlfriend because you're focusing on your what? Your purpose? That's some YouTube bullshit. You need to get out of your mother's house and go to work. You need to be gone by November.
So even graduate school then?
Oh man, I'm sorry. Negro, no. Graduate school in what, man? Okay, go into more debt for sports management, which is gonna do what? It ain't doing nothing now.
All right, so I'm gonna take that off. Okay, I'm gonna say this, and the reason why I played this, I feel like if he would have stuck with that type of message, looking that the majority of all, oh, what's up, Bougie Barbie? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. So you see the title, social media in the present day podcast are leading people to be lonely and delusional. I feel like if Kevin Samuels would have most definitely stuck to that message for his audience, which was the majority, a big majority of them were males, I think that would have been a very excellent topic to push. That would have been good messages to push towards the males. But somehow Kevin got caught up into the flashing lights of the manosphere, so he shifted off into that, and it ended up turning into where Kevin was no longer even accepting calls from men. So you're trying to push men to be better men, but you're not taking any phone calls from men. So that shifted his whole platform towards a different way. And why I say it was a bad thing for him shifting that way is because when he shifted that way and we were just focused on let's rate these women, let's see if she's even on the board, let's see if she's a 10. When it got to that, I just feel like you got sidetracked. You lost focus. You lost focus. Yeah, he became the leader of the whole red pill. And it was really crazy because I feel like when I started seeing these statistics of the percentage of men, lonely men, going up, the percentage of lonely men started going up in 2019. That's really when he hit the scene in the red pill sector. And once he started teaching this, I mean, it's going all the way across the board. We're not just dealing with people in the black community. There were men of all races listening to Kevin Samuels, and I want to show you guys something. I always like to come with proof, and I ended up running across this news. It was just a little small news broadcast, and I'm gonna play it here. Let me make sure I'm sharing the right thing. Okay, there it is. Okay, I want you guys to listen to this. Hold on. Let me make sure I find it. I gotta get it on the right thing. Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay. So yeah, he became a leader of the Red Pill, and this was the result of the Red Pill community, and that's what I feel like. Take a listen to this, and this is under fair use. KTLA. This is under fair use.
Get ready to weigh in.
Okay.
Here we go. New study explains why some single men are having a hard time finding a new partner.
Okay, so this is all according to a study. One reason men now make up 62% of dating app users, which reduces their chances of making a match. According to the Psychology Today study, women have plenty of men to choose from, so they're more likely to ghost someone. Another factor is women putting their foot down for better relationship standards. They're looking for someone who is emotionally available, a good communicator, shares similar values. A third factor is a skills deficit. Study claims many young men are not being taught early how to treat women.
And see, a lot of men are not being taught early on how to treat women. And it could have something to do with a big percentage of children being raised by single, parents. And I know the percentage is higher in the Black community, but the percentage of single parent homes are going up all across the board. All across the board, it's going up. And hold on, what Bougie Barbie say? Or maybe LA. Right. I think it is LA, San Antonio. I believe it is probably San Antonio. It could be. And I feel like a lot of the guys, a lot of the males that are being raised in single parent homes, especially a single mother home, they're looking for some type of guidance or some type of advice from a male. So they turn to people like Fresh and Fit, or they turn to people like the content that Kevin Samuels did, and there's a lot of other people in the Red Pill manosphere, but they turn to people like this when they don't have. Oh, what's up, Ray? Not only so Ray says not only are they being raised in single family homes, they have mommy issues. Oh yes, a lot of the manosphere guys have mommy issues, most definitely. And welcome to the chat, Ray. Thank you for being here. Let's see, I was thinking KTSA. That's in San Antonio. San Antonio. Okay, okay. So yeah, this is a article that they made. Let me see how long ago this was. Okay, so this was a year ago. Cause yeah, so look at this. And this is what I want you guys to listen to and consider. On here it says dating apps, 62% of them are men. So okay, I'm gonna let this play. You guys finish listening to this.
Correctly at home. I agree with
All of that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes,
Especially the last one, really.
Yeah, it's true.
I think there's just
You gotta get your skills intact.
well, I just think there's just an overall kind of disrespect in many ways.
Yeah.
And it's not just meant well. It's just in overall, there's kind of a breakdown.
Look, you can tell he wanna you can tell he wanna speak his mind, but he kind of stumbling over his words like, man, I gotta watch my words. I'm on this news show and I need to keep my damn job. I know you got to keep your job, brother. But what he's probably trying to say is, hey, there's a disrespect when it comes to males against females, and the females are also disrespectful too. I think that's what he wanted to say. But I think what he's trying to say is probably a big amount of these males probably don't know how to treat women. Just to break it down, a lot of them don't know how to treat women, and then like they were saying, the lack of connection, the lack of communication skills. Because if you don't know how to communicate, how you gonna get a girl? I remember me and a client were talking, and he was around my same age. I was born in the early 80s. He was born in the late 70s. So we were like, when we were growing up in elementary, junior high, high school, there was no internet. So we couldn't slide in somebody DMs and be like, hey, I like you. What's up? What's up? Let's hook up. Let's kick it. No, you either had to pass them a letter or you had to go up to them and really talk. So I think the communication gap could have a lot to do with it.
certain things. You hear it all the time. I know just from my young kids, some of the music that they listen to, and this is not an old man speaking, some of the music, there's many times where it speaks very derogatory.
Right.
Yep. The music be calling women's the B word, and the females call the guys the N word and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a lot of disrespect going on.
And so, kids think, oh, well, this is, acceptable and norm, and in many cases not. But I'm actually talking intelligent here, and I don't want to do that.
I have breaking news for you.
Yeah.
So, Fawaz, our beloved former 6 a.m. producer, who still watches avidly, by the way,
Right.
loves the idea of you and I doing an old dude dating segment on Off the
Yeah.
Block. Loves the idea. She says you don't even need to restrict it to just dating advice. It can just be old man advice.
Yeah, no, I think
And I'm like, you know what? Thank you, Fawaz. I feel seen.
right. What's old is new now, Megan.
Got it.
No, I love all these guys out there just totally ruining it, because every time my wife threatens that, I'm pretty much done with you. I'm like, have you talked to your friends? You seen what's out there on those dating? Do you hear them complain this, that? I'm like, I'm not looking so bad now.
Hold on, I'm gonna pause it. I see what he's talking about, because when he's saying a lot of the stuff that's going on the dating scene, it discourages some people because the marriage rate is still sky high. But sometimes looking at the crappy dating scene, it encourages some people to just stay married, because it's pee in the pool. It's probably some turds floating around in the dating pool. I mean, the dating pool is like trash. So just looking at this situation, looking at that, you have 64% of men that they say are lonely and single out here. And then you only have a 34% of women that are lonely and single. That number speaks volumes. And the reason it speaks volumes is because all across the board, no matter what race, nationality, women outrate the men. It's like 4 women to 1 man. So with that big percentage of men being single, it's a problem. And I wonder, do they ever look at themselves like, hey, maybe I'm the problem? Cause I'm just feeling like it shouldn't be that big of amount of guys that's out here lonely. Why are y'all so lonely? What are y'all doing? And what are you doing to improve yourself on the dating scene? If dating is what you want to do, what are you doing to improve yourself? What skills are you taking? What skills are you taking up to improve yourself? And even when it comes to a lot of the females, if you're looking for one of those what they call a high dollar, high quality, high value man, what are you doing to attract that high value man? Especially looking at the fact that only, they say, 18% of people make over 100K. That's making the odds very slim for a woman to just get out here and grab her a high dollar man. Those odds are very slim.
At least you can count on me.
Yeah.
So you dudes out there, just keep blowing it.
Right.
That
Helping
helps
your
Chris.
cause.
Right? So
And that's another thing too. He's joking, or whatever, and he's saying that's helping the married man. But this another thing. This is a big reason, and I don't condone anybody messing with a married, man messing with a married woman, or a woman messing with a married man. Like that's trash to me. But I think the reason the dating pool is so trashy, that makes it really easy for married people to, go out and get a side piece, because the dating pool is so trashy. It's some people out here like, hey, I'll just mess with a married guy. I mean, it's not right, but it's really true. Like, some of those married people that cheat, that probably makes it easier for them to get out here and cheat, because the dating pool is like so trashy. But I didn't want to drag this video out too long. When you guys check out the playback, make sure you drop a comment. What do you think about the high percentage of lonely single guys out here? Do you think the delusion from a lot of the podcasts and the people they listen to on YouTube, do you think this is influencing that influx that happened in 2019 of 64% of single lonely men? we have all these crazy lists that people are making. They don't want to go to a cheesecake factory on a date. Then you got men that say they don't want to date a single mom. I mean, do you think all of these lists are just a far-fetched delusion? And it's causing to the divide in the gender wars that's causing the loneliness. You guys drop down in that comment section and let me know what you think. I really thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure you most definitely like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I am signing out. Katie Talk 101, and I'll see you soon.